Welcome to week 3 of Oracle cards for September. We have 2 cards again today, so take a moment if you haven't to feel if you need message 1 or message 2. We're going to jump right into message number 1. We have Venice Mallow, and both these cards you're going to see today are flowers, and I encourage you to look them up. They are both gorgeous. So we have the Venice Mallow. When I feel into this card, the message I hear and get is life may not go the way you expected. In fact, a situation may not go the way you expected. A person may appear into your life who was not who you expected. A situation may appear into your life and it is not what you had envisioned. Now, this thing arriving into your life or life as a whole, I get a really good feeling about this. I'm really excited. It feels very sweet. It just feels different than what you thought. And I feel like your image and your expectation of how things were supposed to go is having a momentary clash with how things are. And if you're looking for roses, so to speak, according to this card, you're going to be looking and you're not going to find them, right? And that can feel really disappointing at first, but it's not that you don't have flowers around you. It's not that there's not beauty around you. This is just different than you thought. So, this flower in particular, in some regions of North America, is considered a weed, right? It's an invasive species to some areas. That's not to take away from the fact it's really beautiful. And that's what I feel about the situation or person or thing that you're dealing with is there's potentially a lot of beautiful energy here, but can you see it? And more importantly, are you able to accept and love it even though it's not the rose? Can we acknowledge not the rose, but maybe better than the rose, maybe different than the rose in some amazing ways that I did not even think about prior to it coming here for me? There is goodness around you in this card, and it feels special. And there's a gentle energy and a magic to all of this coordination of the universe. This particular flower also feels important to note blooms for an hour a day. I think it's called like the hour flower. Just an hour a day does it bloom. There is something so special and sacred, and I feel like I see the image of a shooting star, right? A moment it's here, a moment it's gone. So I think I'm also feeling that about this situation of enjoy it while it's here and while it lasts, because so many beautiful things in this lifetime are temporary. Energy can be infinite, but the physical presence or physical reality of something, that's momentary. And can you love on it? Can you appreciate it for the time it is here? Can you be really present, even if you're with things that you at one point had called a weed? Let's talk about card number 2. We have Clematis here. I encourage you to look up this card as well so you can see how beautiful this flower is. This is a flower that can grow up onto things. So it can be, think more along the lines of a vine that would climb. That's not technically right, and you're a flower person, let me know. But for the point of this reading, we're going to say this is a little bit of a climber. It's also known as a traveler's blessing or something to that effect, where it is a good sign when people are traveling. It's often on doorways or archways or fences due to how it grows. This card to me is a card of going the path less traveled. This card, it's a very different energy than our first card. It's almost a difficult energy to describe because this is a very mental card to me. This is an abstract way of thinking. This is giving, if you're into elements and astrology, it's giving more air to me, where it's highly intellectual. That's how I feel about this card. Feels like the goal and the road you are on is one that is less traveled. It's one where you are going to have to think outside the box. It's one where there is not a clear path laid out. There is not a yellow brick road that someone previous before you paved the way for you. You are out in the jungle with a hatchet, with that machete, and you are just carving your own way. You are capable of this alternative path. You have the skills, the intellect, the mental stamina, clarity, and power for this alternative path. This would not be, you would not be called, you would not feel called to this path if it was not for you. You're going to need to stop, though, looking at all the other flowers in the garden who do not grow the way you grow. I'm seeing you from like the vantage point of this flower, which I'm picturing it higher up, right? Assuming it is climbing here in this scenario, or is just generally taller. And I'm seeing it look down at the daffodils and look at these plants that grow, these flowers that grow closer to the earth. They come, they're bulbed plants. They come back every year and they're not that tall and they bow over towards the earth. They look much different than this flower. And I see some comparison coming up in this card of like, why does my path, my direction, my career, my life not look the way X, Y, and Z's look? But like, babe, you're not a daffodil. You're the clematis. I'm hoping I'm saying your name right here. You are not meant to look like the other flowers. You are so beautiful, and your path is going to be so fulfilling, and your life is going to be so fulfilling and enjoyable. It is going to look a little different. It's not meant to look like the daffodil. You would get bored by the daffodil. You don't want the cookie cutter lifestyle of the daffodil. There's some things about the daffodil life there that could be nice. But ultimately, I'm feeling like, no. You want excitement. You want adventure. You want the path less traveled. There's like a romantic mystic in you, right? Deeply paired with that intellectual side that is craving more and is reaching up to the sky, reaching up to the sun. And that's why you're climbing. You're a climbing plant. You want more. You are grabbing more out of life and you are reaching to these new places. To me, this is a card of lean in to your reach. Lean into the fact you are a little different. The fact you want and crave different things in your life. How beautiful, how amazing. Where can you lean into your gifts? If you're someone, for example, who earlier in life, when you were a kid, might have been described like a book nerd or a geek, maybe you were highly academic and that was important to you, or you enjoyed it, or you thrived there, whatever it might be, whatever that makes you a little odd, and at one point might have even been a pain point for you. This feels like the era of like, let the freak flag fly, embrace who you are, because those things are a gift and a key, literally a key to unlocking where it is that you want to go. I'm getting so excited for you as I feel into this because it feels like a card of great momentum and to build and to accept yourself and all your quirks and all your differences and the things that you love. Also, to remember that you're not the only book geek out there, not even close. Whatever you're interested in, there are other clematis out there who see you, who get it, who are like, yeah, me too. Me too. Go find them. Look towards them. Stop looking at the daffodil because they don't have the answers for you. They don't know where you're going. You've never climbed a day in life. You've got this. Your path is beautiful, but it is yours. Your spirit came here, incarnated for its own purpose. We got to let go of who you think you're supposed to be and embrace who you are. Thank you so much for letting me read these cards for you. I am sending you each so much love.